friend, this is Celestia. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card, we're gonna talk about your future spouse again. And this time we're gonna figure out how you're gonna meet your future spouse and how will you know they're the one. And we're going to figure out if you've met this person already. As always, you'll have three piles to choose from. Pile 1 is gonna be the Six of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Pile 2 is going to be the Six of Cups from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck. And pile 3 is going to be the Six of Emotions from the Muse Tarot deck. How it's going to work is you're going to look at these cards and see which one resonates with you. If none of them resonate with you, then just think of number 1, 2, 3, pick a number, and then scroll down to the description box below, find a correlated timestamp, and that will be your reading. Alright, so I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you pick the Six of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck, this is your reading. When I asked the Spirit, how will you meet your future spouse? I got number 27, exchanging gifts, 51, milk and honey, the Knight of Swords, number 12, the Hangman reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, number 4, the Emperor upright, 6 of Wands, and 21, the World card. From these cards, I see that you're going to meet your future spouse at a time where a lot of things are happening at record speed in your life. There are a lot of moving parts. You may be pulled in different directions. Your attention is being required in multiple areas or organizations. You may be recently being promoted at work, being recognized, yet you are taking on a lot more responsibilities. At home, there are a lot of things going on as well, and you may be involving in multiple not-for-profit organizations or clubs outside of work. There's just so much going on, and you're moving really fast. There's no time to waste. You are coming out of the stagnation stage of your life. Things start picking up speed, and you are going through your awakening. It's a time where you have sudden downloads or sudden breakthroughs mentally and spiritually. And I see that it is a time that you have a lot of emotions, but you may not have the proper outlet to let them out. Maybe you're holding a lot of emotions inside of you. And I don't see that dating is a major thing in your life at the time you meet your soulmate, meet your future spouse, because I see the Emperor, I see the 6 of Wands, and 21, the World card. When I see those cards, I feel like it is a time that you finally stepping into your leadership role and being recognized by the organization. You might just recently giving speech in front of thousands of people or doing online webinar. Things are finally picking up speed and you are recognizing your power, yet you're still working on healing. You're still healing yourself. Well, healing never done. We're never done healing yourself, because once we're done healing ourselves, we're done. I feel like we're done with this life. Look at Yogananda. He accomplished what he had, and then all of a sudden he's back to the spirit world. There going to be a lot going on in your world, when you are meeting your future spouse. And I don't think it's a love at the first sight, because your attention was not solely on looking for your future spouse. It seems like you are very busy with your career. With the exchanging gifts cards, I see that there are going to be some kind of exchange between you and your future spouse, and that's how you're noticing them. It's rather more of a mental exchange. For example, you share your industry expertise and your future spouse will reciprocate what you just said, being supportive, and you start a conversation and you have exhilarating ideas bouncing off each other. And that's how you notice this person, because of their intelligence, because of their curiosity, because how they are excited to be your energy and communicate with you. With milk and honey, number 51, it is definitely a time where you are enjoying life. seems like you are reaping the fruit of your hard work. Even though you may not be super rich or you don't have a ton of passive income, but it is a time that you are allowing yourself to enjoy life and to slow down, to bring more balance in your work and life. And that's when you notice your future spouse. There are a lot of things going on we've covered so far. You may be leading a webinar, you may be leading a workshop, and your future spouse saw you on stage, or they attend the webinar as an expert. They might be very successful themselves already, because I see the Emperor. Most of my viewers are female, so in this reading, when I see a male, it represents your future spouse, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's just how I see that your future spouse is somewhat successful and confident. They are comfortable in their own energy and they're assertive. They might be the last one to speak, but you know that usually the person who speaks last is the most important one. And I think your future spouse is one of the VIP at the event that you're attending. When I ask Spirit, how will you know this is your future spouse? I get the Empress, the Hermit, King of Wands, the Tower, Swords, Queen of Chalices. I get the Emperor in how you will meet your future spouse, and I get the Empresses on how you would know you are the one. You two energy are compatible. You're both in charge of your life. You're both credible and authoritative in your own way. One is feminine, one is masculine. You are the perfect match. You are the power couple. The reason you notice and realize they're the one is because you think you have a future with them. You can build an empire with them. You may be quite ambitious, Pawan. You might see marriage as an incorporation that you want to build a legacy with your spouse. There's specific character you're looking for your future spouse, almost like a job interview, not just purely based on romantic love. You are assertive as well. You're a queen bee, Pawan. You're a queen bee. You are definitely the boss and you create your own abundance. Either way, I do feel like you are more self-made than handover from your family, and you know who you are. When you decide this is the person for you, you are in your queen energy. And I see that this future spouse is at a spot where they isolate themselves. They are not super social. And also weirdly, I feel like there might be a triangle situation when you decide that that person can be your future spouse with the Tower card and the Ten of Swords. And even the Hermit card, they have a third party situation. One of you can be involved in a different relationship. They are chaotic situation. When you decide that you are the one for each other, one of you have to take care of business. One of you or both of you have to end your current relationship. One of you may have to break up with your previous relationship to be with each other. But you know, with the King of Wands and Queen of Chalices, which is Queen of Cups upright, I do see that you both bring beautiful quality in this relationship. One of you are very intelligent. The other one of you is very matured with the king and the queen. And I do feel like you two are physically compatible too. Physical touch might be your love language because I see that the king is holding a lady and the queen is holding a man as well. When you decide that this is your person, you might be in a queen zone, very confident. And it is when you have that intimate experience with that person, then you realize that this might be the one for you. Because it's a memorable synergetic energy exchange. Let me repeat, synergetic energy exchange. And after that, both of your world will shift and you have to make adjustment. With the Hermit card and Ten of Swords, I feel like you two will be in separation at the beginning. You won't come together right away. You both will be in solitude for a while. You might have misunderstanding of each other. You might think the other person is in another relationship. both of you may think each other are in different relationships, but you are not. Rather, both of you are just installed to be in the man cave and be in the ladies' chamber. You are both isolating, not socializing much. You might both be bored. Maybe you imagine the other person have a really fancy life, but they don't, vice versa. I think you both almost like you're twinning each other. You're both isolating, and then you're both the royal. One of you is the king, the other one is the queen. I think when you come together, you realize that you have a lot more similarity than differences. It just feels so right when you are physically being with each other. You can tell your body is relaxed, your mind become quiet, and as if everything else doesn't matter as much anymore. You help each other be in the moment. Last but not least, I want to see what the Angel Oracle deck can show us. I want to ask if you know each other. Look for a sign. Okay. I'm going to ask what kind of sign you're going to be looking for in a minute. What else, Spirit, we want to tell Pile 1? Does Pile 1 know their future spouse? Does Pile 1 know their future spouse? Oh my God. Okay. You get success. We have the 6 of Wands and the success, and we have a bunch of court card. You will be in that zone that you are happy and fulfilled with your life. But does Pile 1 know their future spouse? You might have met your future spouse. You might have met your future spouse already. Okay, now I'm going to ask Tarot for what kind of sign is Pile 1 going to be looking for about their future spouse. The Sun, you got a Sun card and Knight of Pentacles. This person is going to be somewhat established and they move slowly, and they're going to be very happy when they're around you. They're going to bring joy and release anxiety and stress when they're around you. I think that's the sign that you will see. You will be very happy around your future spouse. This is all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope it resonates. If you stay until the end of the reading, leave me a number 1. I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Hi, Pile 2. If you pick the 6 of Cups from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck, this is your reading. When I asked the Spirit how you meet your future spouse, I got number 34, a leg up. Number 5, orphanated. 7 of Wands reversed. 3 of Pentacles. Page of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords. King of Pentacles reversed. Number 7, the Chariot. And number 15, the Devil. From these cards, I see that when you were meeting your future spouse for the first time, you were in a stressful moment of your life, possibly a transition. Look at the number 5, orphanage, and 9 of Swords. Both cards, the character have their heads down and they were upset. There might be several scenarios about what you're going through when you are meeting your future spouse. For example, you could be at a time that you are struggling. You are very independent. Even though you work for teams, you trust yourself more than anyone else, and you usually rely on your own knowledge and perseverance and hard work. I see that it might be a time that you are in a project, in a high demanding project, that you might even be a lead, yet it is time that you need help from other people. And this might be when your future spouse come in, because they come in to help you on the project. There's another scenario that you had your success. People recognize your achievement. However, they're competitors in your industry at work, and people are challenging your position of the leading role in the area that you're in. And you might feel things a bit out of control. You might be very stressed at that moment. You feel a lot of criticism about you because once you have achieved your success, people start noticing you and they're jealousy. They just want to bring you down. And with the Page of Wands reversed, I see that you might also be starting something new in terms of career or project and you don't know how to start it, you might be facing some obstacles that cause you nightmare, literally nightmare. I see that your future spouse will show up as in disguise. This person is knowledgeable, they are wise, and they're established, and yet from first impression you couldn't tell. Your first impression of them might be very foggy. It could be totally wrong. It almost reminds me of Pride and the Prejudice by Jane Austen, where Elizabeth's impression of Mr. Darcy was so off. He's a nice person, but everyone else thought he was mean. And it's probably because Mr. Darcy was not used to express himself, and he's well known in London, in bigger society. Maybe he just assumed that everyone else know who he is, but that's not true. However, your future spouse came in a role of expertise. They're there to help you. They may even help you release the stress and depression. Just from talking to you and sharing their story, I see an authentic energy from them. They are caring, they're genuinely caring, and they're caring to everybody. They're nice to people and they help people. While they're helping you, they're trying to make you feel like you're not alone. They're trying to lift you up. They want to give you the shining energy. Although their exterior image might be very different from their warming heart. Because I do feel like at the beginning you're not sure about this person, but know that they're really good at mitigating conflicts. They're really good at analyze situations and help you make a better choice. When I asked the spirit, how will you know this is the person? I got the World card number 21, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. These cards are telling me a story, as if at the beginning, when you first met, you were really closed off. You were still depressed. You were not ready. Like you were not even thinking about getting into a relationship because you're so absorbed in your own challenges from work or from criticism. You feel misunderstood. But this person is extremely patient with you and very nurturing. They might be older than you, or just their energy is very mature. They comfort you and they appreciate you. And gradually you open up little by little, both mentally, psychologically, and physically with your future spouse. They don't give up. They are very persistent, especially if you're closed off in the intimacy department. This person doesn't give up. They keep trying and trying. They take you to different places. They take you on a road trip, and they set up all different kind of scenarios just for you, pal too. They're such a nurturing caregiver, and they're extremely patient to you. And eventually you will come around. You will embody your strength and start working your magic, because I see that you're attractive. In your future spouse's eye, they only have the eye for you, because if you look at all these cards, there's no other person. Oh, there's one other person. That person is far away. They try to sneak into the situation, but there's no space for it. Your future spouse is protective of you. They're not possessive. You admire each other enough that doesn't even cross your mind to step out of the boundary of this union. And with your future spouse's help, you're gonna claim your power. You're gonna be more comfortable in your body, in your own skin. You're gonna upgrade how you look, how you feel. You're gonna be more confident. You're ascending with this person. Your future spouse is acting as your mentor, as your guide. I feel a soul connection here. This person, their soul, take this role to guide you, to help you become a fuller version of yourself. You will be radiant from dating your future spouse. I mean, from building a life with your future spouse. Now I'm gonna ask the Romance Oracle deck and see what else Spirit have for us about your relationship with your future spouse. Do they know each other? Oh, you don't know each other yet. This is a definitely no. How soon will they meet each other? Oops. You will meet each other soon, though. You got a yes card. What else can we tell pile 2? Oh, what happened? Within the next few weeks, okay, pile 2, you're not gonna wait for very long. Within the next few weeks, that's almost within a month. So pay attention to the people around you. I don't know if you're in a difficult situation right now. At least that's how it seems from your tarot card. Know that there will be someone that's helping you, and this person is generally kind and helpful. And yeah, within a few weeks, come back and leave me a comment. Tell me how it go for you. I hope this reading resonates. I will see you next time. Hi, pile 3. If you pick the 6 of Emotions from the Muse Tarot deck, this is your reading. When I asked the spirit to describe how you will meet your future spouse, I got number 31, why? Number 32, here and now. The Empress, Ace of Emotions, the Sun, the Devil, reversed, 3 of Inspiration, reversed, and 8 of Voices. When you meet your future spouse, you are in the Empress energy. You are fulfilled, confident, nurturing. You have successfully completed something, achieved something. Maybe you have already been recognized. Maybe you've already been quite successful. I see that you are in a very good mood when you meet your future spouse. And it is a love at first sight. And the interesting thing is when people ask you, how did you fall in love with your future spouse, or what quality does this person possess that attracts you so much? You may not be able to articulate why. People might think it was an impulsive decision, but spoiler alert, this marriage is here to last. Oh my God. I see that you are really fulfilled. You are happy with who you are. You know your flaws. You know your strengths and weakness. You have already identified the limiting beliefs that you have on yourself. You know how to mitigate those risks. You know how to bring out the best version of yourself. You know what habit you need to develop, what bad habit you need to get rid of. You may be getting rid of your fake friends and eliminating negativities in your life. You are coming out of a period where you feel stagnant. Even if you feel stagnant at a time, you know that it's just a part of life. It is okay because you know that you are being taken care of by the divine. And you know that you don't have to have an answer for everything. You might be going through a spiritual ascension. You are learning spiritual knowledge. You are gaining wisdom of life. You might be reading a lot of self-developing books and going to retreats, meditate, or do breath work, all those things to lift your vibration. I see that your vibration is quite high despite challenges in your life. And you are actively working on getting rid of your addictions. I see that you have a plan. Even though you may feel stagnated at the time, you have a plan and you know how to change your situation. There is light. You know how to see the light through the darkness. So overall energy is beautiful. The Sun card is one of the most positive and joyful card in the traditional tarot. So I think that one card is overshining all the darkness in your life at that moment. So overall, you're ready to love. It is a love of a first sight. You are confident, beautiful, radiant. You are kind, and anyone will notice you. Even though there are negative things in your life, you have already managed it because the positivity is so much. You have such a strong solar plexus that your old negative limiting beliefs is fading away in your life. When I asked the spirit of how you would know you've met the one, I get 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the World, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Chalices, and 3 of Chalices. With the World card, which represents completion, I do think that this is a marriage to last. As I mentioned before, you two are going to have a lot of things to work through. First and foremost, your future spouse has a very strong synergetic energy exchange drive. They are not shy to express their admiration of your body. They want to be with you. They want to pleasure you. They want to build that bond with you, and that's their passion. They're passionate. Like anything they can get, they will do. I do see that your future spouse might take some detour to get to know you. At the beginning, you might act uptight. With this Knight of Cup card, he is feeding the women drink. That to me is like toxic behavior. That's not nice, but I see that you guys will work it out and talk it out, because eventually the goal is to build a life together, and you will do that. I feel like there's a lot of passion that will last a long time in this relationship, pile 3. This person is playing a more active role in your romantic life. You are more in your own energy, while this person is doing all kinds of things to raise your interest, to get you to engage, and this person is almost restless. Now I'm gonna ask the Angel Oracle deck and see what else Spirit has for you. I'm curious to know if you've met this person or how soon you will meet this person. Let's see what the Spirit is willing to tell us today. Within the next few months. So it won't be too long. It is within the next few months. I almost feel like it's within this year. And you get big happy changes, just like that Sun card, and remain positive. Know that if there's any negativities in your life right now, it is just a phase. Obviously, your future spouse is going to play some role in it. And it's more like this person is going to help you see your situation more clearly and bring more sun to your life, to bring more light to your life. You have plenty of positivity within you already with the Empress and the Sun card. And last but not least, you get compromise. At the beginning, you may not have as much drive in the intimacy area as your future spouse. But I think your future spouse will be persistent, and they will help you and guide you and unleash the beast within you, pile 3. And Spirit is saying that you have some work to do too. Don't let your future spouse do all the heavy lifting. Make some compromise and make some effort and step out your comfort zone. You're meant for each other, pile 3. You're going to be very happy with your future spouse. Together, you will be able to face all the challenges. Not all the challenges, but plenty of challenges in your life. Know that together, joint force is better than facing all these challenges by yourself. Yeah, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonates. If you stay until the end of the reading, leave me a number 3. I hope to see you next time. Thanks.